Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our L series. This is episode 3. This is just gonna be a quick recap of the morning. She woke up a little bit under the weather, so I went ahead and got her some medicine. She took that, started feeling better. Then I decided to clean up around the house a little bit because we have a trip planned for today. She's gonna meet up with her family in another city and they're just gonna have some fun. Then of course we headed to the gym. We cannot have a morning without the gym. She talked to some people and then we went ahead and hopped on the treadmill, did some running. Then we headed home to actually get ready for a blind date that we became aware of last night. We got a text from some random talking about they saw our picture and wanted to invite us to a date, and we agreed to it. Why not? Little did we know this was going to be very disappointing. So we just had some food, did some things around the house, got ready for the date. We did some computer work, listened to some music. Then it was finally time for our date, and when we got there it was very disappointing. This was a senior citizen. I was so mad I delayed my trip for this, and the fact that he saw my picture and thought this was a good idea just pissed me off even more. I wanted to really throw water in his face, but it would not let me do a bad interaction with him, so I just went ahead and ended the encounter and just headed home because that's the mature thing to do. Obviously he didn't do it. So I went home and got ready for the trip, and this is where a third episode is really starting. It looks like we have officially made it. Let me introduce you to everyone. This is Elle's mom. Her name is Ava, and then we have her dad, Jay Brown, and this is her brother, Miles Brown. She is technically older than him, but he loves to remind her that they're twins. This is their first family trip in a while, so relationships are a little strained. They have a nice villa that the parents have that they bought a few years ago, so they are going to stay there. Now this is not a lot of space because this villa has been around for a while. Last time they were here, these kids were only 8 and they had to share a bedroom. I wonder how this is gonna turn out now. This is really gonna test the family's relationship. The first thing they notice though is how green everything is compared to the city life. The trees, the sky is so blue. But enough about that. Let's give you a tour of the house. We have a little small space here to eat with our little kitchen. This will be the bathroom. We added a washer, of course, because the ZOIs get dirty. Then upstairs we have the bedrooms, the master bedroom and the bedroom for the kids where they will be sharing. And then we just have a small area with a TV, nothing crazy. This is the small space that everybody will be sharing for the next 3 days. Hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad because it's such a little amount of time. Although this is a fun trip and all, we do have an ulterior motive. We have to catch up with our mom and tell her about this business we want to start and see if she would help us. But that was until Dad overheard the conversation. Dad overheard us talking and he decided to join the conversation, but not in the way I expected. He absolutely blew up on me and disagreed with everything I had to say about needing the money for my business. Since we were on vacation, I decided not to argue with my dad and just to let him go. But little did Elle know, her mom was actually working towards convincing her dad to give her the money. So while she sat there and thought about it, she saw him working out and she decided to go talk to him. Just waiting for him to finish working out. The conversation seemed to be going well. They had some jokes, they laughed a little. She talked to him about when he was younger and how much he wanted to achieve his dreams and how this would help their daughter get hers, until this random lady came in and disrupted our conversation, and she flirted with her husband right in front of her. Oh no, girl, that is my husband, okay? Ava was shocked. She couldn't believe what just happened, and to cope with that, she just started laughing in the lady's face, but she was mostly upset at her husband for accepting that flirting. And you, how dare you talk to her, receive her flirt? No, we were supposed to walk away. You walked away too late. But Jay realized how upset his wife was and decided to explain himself. But she wasn't having any of it because this gave her the greatest idea. She would use this to convince her husband to give their daughter the money. And once he agreed, they hugged and put their differences aside. Let's take a look from Elle's point of view for a little bit. She is over here chilling with her, she's watching TV with her brother. Tried to make up. They don't really have a good relationship together. Seems like he's always upset at her. Wandering around. No, I want you to talk to your brother. Hello? Why is she walking away? Is he gonna come here and talk to her? Okay, there he is. He's coming. Yeah, life has been tough. Yeah, how's college for you? Yeah, he's into creative. Wait, maybe we should go to the club together tonight. I've been really into working out. I could give you a routine. No, he's not too interested. Okay, let's go find ourselves something to eat, so because she seems to be hungry or getting hungry. And then I think we're going out, finding some people to meet, maybe find a dance floor to dance on. This girl loves dancing. And then we'll come back home. As Elle sat down to eat and saw her parents dancing outside, she knew she had to give them some private moment tonight. So she texted her brother and convinced him to go out with her to the beach club tonight. Alright man, get dressed, we're going out. Although that sounded fun, he wasn't too interested because he just turned the TV back on to watch, and he complained of not having a wardrobe. And as a director of this whole thing, I just went ahead and added one. Then I had him change into a party outfit, and then boom, we were out the door. Now it was time for Elle to change, and I put on this very cute romper on her. My biggest hope today is that she meets somebody her age and she gets to have some fun, maybe finally stop getting rejected. We made it to the club, but as expected, it was a dead zone. Nobody was on the dance floor. Elle thought she could kickstart this party by having a dance battle with her brother, but apparently he had other plans. Where is he going? He's dancing on table. Miles felt like it would be more fun to actually dance on the table. I don't know how he got past security, but he did, and he got inside the club. From then, he became an absolute troll. I don't know where he got those dance moves from. All I know is Elle had to see this. And when she walked in and saw her brother dancing on the table, it really took her by surprise. But I guess not enough surprise because she joined him. These two siblings were having the time of their lives, and to think they actually thought they hated each other. Turns out dancing can really bring people together. And just like that, the siblings were the life of the party, and even started a chain reaction of others wanting to come dance on the table too. Now I don't know how that table didn't break with all those people dancing on top of it, but we're just gonna go along with it. Okay. Now while all this was fun, there was more people in the club now, but there was nobody their age to talk to. And seeing this, Elle decided it was time to take her talents elsewhere. She was gonna go home. That was it for the night. But her brother, the diva he is, he was still dancing at the club, having the time of his life. But Elle was exhausted. Priority number one to her was getting home as soon as possible and finding something to eat and going to sleep. Let's take a look to the parents. I don't know why everybody stands up to watch TV. Like, the whole reason I have these two chairs here is to sit down and watch TV. But anywho, we're gonna assign everybody a bed. If not, everyone will just sleep wherever. It was now midnight and Miles finally decided to come home. Elle was still eating, so they sat down and bonded over their love of sliced mangoes before Elle finally decided it was time for bed. So she went upstairs and got ready for bed while silently planning the day for tomorrow. This was the next day, and Elle was ready to take it on. So ready that she woke up at 5 a.m. before everybody else so she could get everything done before everyone was up. Since this small house only had one bathroom, she decided the first thing she would do when she woke up would be to get all her hygiene done. We had her head that way, use the restroom, take a shower, brush her teeth, and change into a cute outfit for the day. Word around town is that the resort lobby is open 24 hours, and her hope was that they would have coffee even though it's 6 a.m. or even something fun to do. She was on vacation after all. Alright, we made it to the lobby. It's really pretty here, but is there any coffee around? What are these? What's that treasure hunt thing? Can I get a ticket? It won't let me get a ticket. Dang, I can't get a ticket and there's no coffee. This place sucks. She's getting hungry again, so I guess that means it's time to leave the hotel. And honestly, this hotel is giving absolutely nothing. Like, can we get a 24-hour coffee shop or something in here? But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and head to the beach to relax a little bit. Unfortunately, every restaurant out here apparently opens at 9 a.m. So we're just gonna sit in the sun for the next 30 minutes and pretend we're not not starving. Yesterday, she walked past this super cute outdoor cafe and immediately decided she had to eat there today. So naturally, that's where we're going for breakfast. But of course, it doesn't open until 9 a.m. So for now, we're just gonna chill in the sun. She wanted a 10 earlier, but I don't see it in her wants now. So as of now, we're just relaxing. 9 o'clock came and this girl started running to this restaurant. Running. First things first, we have to get some coffee. But when we got there, they were working on the menu thing. So we had to wait a little bit and she really got frustrated with me. Finally, she was able to get that coffee. But tell me why after she had the coffee, it even made her more hungry. I mean, that thing wasn't moving at all. So I went ahead and got her a muffin and still hungry. At this point, I genuinely thought the game was playing with me. So we ordered an omelet and finally the hunger bar started moving. And just to make sure she wouldn't be hungry again, I also got her an egg toast because I had a day planned, okay? And she was not gonna ruin it with her stomach. So after all that, I decided enough is enough and it was time to get into some things. So I had her walk to the beach, and on her way there, she met this girlie that complimented her outfit, but we weren't here for that. We were here for the beach. They talked for a little bit, then Elle headed straight for the surfboards because apparently we're not here to socialize. I had her practice paddling and balancing first, hoping that would help her with her zero skills in swimming because the last thing we need is her to drown. And I don't think you can drown in inZOI, but honestly I have no idea and I did not want to find out the hard way. And we're not even that deep into the plot yet for a tragedy. Like, she hasn't done anything. After she's had some practice, she surfed for a little bit and honestly it looked super cool. It looked like a magazine cover. But while she was surfing, I guess some guy called out to her and she approached this guy and gave him the sweetest greeting, and I'm pretty sure he was interested in her, but she wasn't. She walked away from him with a stank face, like she was mad at me. Like, girl, I didn't make you talk to that man, but message received. We don't have to talk to him anymore. And back to surfing like the icon she is. Side note, I really can't get over this animation. I think it's the coolest thing ever. But back to Elle and her story, she was feeling unshakable. She was feeling undefeated. So she wanted some souvenirs so she could remember the last time she felt like this when life gets hard. She started heading to the gift shop and then remembered that this was not her city. She didn't know where that was. She didn't. While she stood there looking clueless, this girl approached her and gave her some directions. And of course it turned out she was going the wrong way. But she was on a mission and she didn't care if she was lost. But once we got there, I was surprised by all the cute stuff they had. But one thing specifically caught her attention. They had snorkeling equipment. I had never seen that before. So right then and there we decided that would be the next activity. Now, do we have any experience? No, and we can't even swim, but we were going to make it happen. Even if that meant that we were going to drown, I had to see this. So she went inside and asked a few questions, looked around for a little bit, gathered some information, and then she made her decision. This was going to happen. So we made her go outside to get the equipment, and I was really super excited to see this because I thought the surfing animation was cool, but this was something very different. And if we're going on vacation, we might as well go all out. So I had her swim out as far as she could so I could really see this, and it was really way better than I thought. I mean, look at the animation, the rocks, the houses under them. I mean, this is crazy. This is super cool. I really had to get a picture of this. At this point, I was slowly living my best summer life through this ZOI, and I was not mad about it. That was okay. This was really cool to see. If she tells her parents about this when she gets home, they are not gonna believe her. And after that swim, she really started to get hungry again. And after how much food I had to feed her earlier, I knew I couldn't let that hunger get too low. So I got her out of that water and headed over to this little beach cafe and got her something to eat. But while Elle was out here living her best vacation life, I wanted to check on her family. And of course her brother, the diva he is, was doing nothing. As usual. But her parents, oh, they were having a time. Her dad had planned a whole date night for her mom, and my girl was excited to be with her man. But then I switched the camera over to the dad and immediately noticed the problem. He was roaming these streets naked, so I immediately switched over and made an outfit for him so he wouldn't be embarrassed out here. And now he was ready for a date night. Honestly, watching these two interact was so cute. It reminded me of when they first met. They were still laughing crying, they were taking silly pictures, and even took a selfie to remember the night. But enough about them, because this was Elle's gameplay, and I really hope her mom convinced her dad to give her the money for her gym, because even on vacation this girl refused to take a rest day. She did a quick workout and then headed back to the club to talk to that cute security guard she saw the other night. They talked for a little bit, but most of it was mixed signals, and so Elle basically decided, yeah, this was a waste of time, and she eventually walked away. But instead of going back to the villa, she called her brother over to the bonfire, and the two of them actually had a really deep conversation about life and their goals. Honestly, by the end of it, they seemed to be much closer. They definitely left this trip with a better relationship than they came in with, and I'd call that a successful family vacation. Now, if there was any doubt about her mom's ability to convince her dad to give her that money, they were gone, because that man was wrapped around her finger. Anyway, the next morning they had a little family meeting before everybody left, and while things were a little tense at first, there was finally a decision. Her dad finally told Elle that he would give her the money needed for her gym if she keeps going to school and finish her degree. Now, as soon as she heard that, she did not care about the second part. She just left, and she did not stick around to give them the opportunity to change their minds. Now, we're just praying her parents actually keep their word and give this girl her money. And with that, our family vacation is officially ended. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I know it was a little different. In the next one, we're finally getting back to our city, and hopefully with the money needed for the gym. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.